Genoa City in chaos. Jack stabbing in Patty's web of lies. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've been keeping up with the Young and the Restless, buckle up, because the week of July 6th through 10th might be the wildest stretch the show has given us in years. Jack Abbott is fighting for his life. Patty Williams is spinning a story so twisted it's hard to know where the lies end and the truth begins. And honestly, by the end of this week, nobody in Genoa City looks at each other the same way again. Let's get into it. A normal night that wasn't it starts simple enough. Diane Jenkins and Kyle Abbott come home expecting, well, nothing unusual. Maybe dinner. Maybe a quiet evening. Instead they walk straight into a nightmare. Jack Abbott is on the floor. Covered in blood. Barely holding on. Diane freezes. The kind of shock that hits you before your brain even catches up. Kyle though snaps into action. Phone out, dialing 911 before he's even fully processed what he's looking at. And then comes the twist nobody saw coming. The dispatcher tells him someone already called it in. A woman. Unknown. So who called? And why would whoever attacked Jack also be the one asking for help? Kyle and Diane don't need long to land on a suspect. There's really only one name that makes sense to them. Patty Williams. The scene gets stranger. Paramedics rush in fighting to keep Jack alive. Detective Burrow shows up right behind them, ready to make sense of a scene that honestly doesn't make much sense at all. Kyle doesn't hold back. He tells the detective straight up, Patty did this. And he reminds him of the history here. Jack had just helped bring Diane home safely after she'd gone missing. In Kyle's mind, the motive is obvious. Officers search the house and eventually find Patty hiding upstairs, tucked behind the bed. But here's where it gets messy. She's cut herself. Slashed her own skin in a way that almost looks like she was attacked too. And instead of confessing to anything, Patty flips the entire story on its head. According to her, Diane is the villain here. She claims Diane attacked both her and Jack, all because in Patty's mind Jack chose her over his wife. It's an outlandish claim. But if you know Patty's history, you know reality has never really been her strong suit. Is she lying to save herself? Or does she actually believe the version of events she's telling? That question hangs over everything that follows. A heart stops while all this unfolds. Jack's condition takes a terrifying turn. His heart stops. For one gut-wrenching moment he's gone. Clinically dead. Paramedics don't give up. They shock his heart fighting to bring him back, and somehow it works. Jack gets a pulse again. He's alive. But barely. And as they load him into the ambulance, his future is still very much uncertain. Diane reaches her breaking point. Watching Patty keep spinning her lies is more than Diane can take. As officers walk Patty downstairs, something in Diane just snaps. Years of manipulation, obsession, fear, all of it comes rushing out at once, and she lunges at Patty right there in the house. Kyle steps in fast, pulling Diane back before things escalate any further. But it's a raw moment. One that shows just how much damage Patty has already done to this family long before tonight. And Patty? She's not done yet. As Jack's being loaded into the ambulance, she actually asks to ride along with him. Kyle shuts that down immediately. There's no version of tonight where Patty gets anywhere near his father again. The investigation is just getting started, Detective Burrow can tell this case is far from simple. Two women. Two completely different stories. A man fighting for his life in between them. So he makes a call. Nobody leaves the Abbott mansion until he figures out what actually happened here. And that's where we're left. Jack's fate is hanging in the balance. Diane and Patty locked in a standoff of accusations. And the truth is still buried somewhere underneath all of it. One thing's for sure. This is shaping up to be one of the most unforgettable weeks Genoa City has seen in a long time. If you enjoyed this recap, let me know your theory in the comments. Do you think Patty's telling the truth, or is she covering for herself? I'll see you in the next one.